Well, how do there, chums? As I, Captain Stephen, yes, I'm just going into new game. And when you look at the community expedition, you can see that there's 8 days left. Now, I have completed the community expedition. You can see my save up there, the second from the top. I'm going to load into Perma, though. And we're going to go and see if I can actually get the actual item without sort of triggering it through the Quicksilver Merchant. So I should be able to claim this from the Quicksilver Merchant to cross saves, but I'm not going to do it that way. I'm just going to go and buy a myth beacon and see if I can get it to pop. You can see there I've got none of the expedition mission there, obviously, because it's not an expedition mode. So let's go and fly into the old Nexus, and we're going to go see the Quicksilver Merchant. We're going to go into the Quicksilver menu, and we're going to just buy the actual myth beacon. Now, the reason that I'm doing this is I've got quite a fair few people that put comments in saying, I've just bought the myth beacon and for whatever reason the ship isn't actually popping. Now, there is an actual bug at the moment with buying the myth beacon, and when you go to use it, it doesn't actually work, or it doesn't spawn in the ship or something. Hopefully that's going to be fixed by Hello Games at some stage. But yeah, if you've got that problem, submit it to the Zen desk with whatever evidence that you can. But yeah, I'm going to head on over and I'm going to pick up the actual myth beacon without going to the secondary options. Let's run on over to the actual stand. So there are a few little bugs. I'm also going to give a few tips in this video for people that have done everything and claimed everything, got their actual frigate, because there are 2 actual sort of titles that you can get as well, which I'll show later on in the video, so please keep watching. So this is the myth beacon here, and it's going to cost me 80 Quicksilver. Now, for whatever reason, you can buy thousands of this thing, and I don't know why you would, because you can only claim the frigate once. I have seen some people, Survival Bob and Beeble Bum Go, they've managed to claim it twice. They've done some sort of weirdness with the camera mode. I don't know how they managed to do it. Watched one of their videos, but they managed to get 2. I can't get 2. Anyhow, here we go. So there's the myth beacon. Now, if you trigger it inside the Nexus, sometimes it vanishes. So don't trigger it inside the Nexus. Right, so I'm going to fly on down to the actual planet, and we'll try and trigger it in space. In fact, before I do that, though, I'm going to go to the galactic map. Now, if you just go and buy that, without completing the expedition, when you go to the galactic map, it won't bring up a green line, because it's a mission that gets triggered through the actual expedition. If you've completed the expedition and you pick up the myth beacon, it's going to give you the green line, which kind of makes you think, well, if I follow that green line, I should be able to do the mission just because I got the myth beacon. Here you go. I'll go into the menu because it's easier to show you what I mean. Look, so you've got that green line that you could follow, and that's in any save. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, I might be able to get it so it flies in again. And I get that lovely animation and get all the chills and all the awesome music and the fanfare and all that sort of shenanigans on other saves. That'd be cool. I can make some new video clips. That's what I was thinking. That's why I was trying this, to see if I could get it to do it, so I could get a nice bit of video footage. Because last time I did it live, and I didn't think really too much about, having something for the duration of time, but no, apparently you can't. So here you go. There's the green line. I figured it's going to be miles away, so I may as well jump using a portal to rendezvous point 1. But then I realised I haven't got the portal code, have I? No. So I'm going to quit back out to my actual other save, to go into my expedition save, and we're going to go to the rendezvous point planet, and I'm going to give you the actual portal code and the locational coordinates. So I'm just going to jump into there. We're going to actually go down to the actual planet itself, and I'm going to give you the portal code, just in case you want to jump there and have a little play around, or even put a base there, for prosperity reasons or whatever. So here we go. Let's head on out. So I'm in the actual right system at the moment. Let's bring up the correct menu. That'll help, wouldn't it? So yeah, there we go. And we've got this whole beachhead type stuff down there. I'm going to show you something with that a little bit later on, but yeah, all unlocked-icated, lovely jubbly. You can see there I hit on that banner in the bottom right hand corner, chums, and that has just popped the 2 rewards at the top there. So the new titles have been unlocked. So that's what I was saying about earlier on. Even if you've collected your actual frigate and you've got all that sort of stuff done, make sure you click that little banner on the end phase there, because otherwise you won't get those 2 titles. Very spiffing titles they are. Yes, nice and fine and dandy. So here I am down on the actual planet, and it is a beautiful specimen of a planet, it really is. I might even put a base here, I don't know, but probably not in this save. I'm probably going to delete this save after all of this, people, because it's a bit of a throwaway save, isn't it? Yeah, and now I can claim everything in the other saves, why the heck not? But here's the actual meeting point where the magic happened and the frigate flew in, and there's the actual code on the screen if you want the X and Y coordinates, or longitude and latitude, or whatever you want to call them. There they are in the top right hand corner of this screen, and I need to give you the portal code. code as well. So this is in Euclid, and here we are, and it's not too far from the rendezvous point 1, but there we go, there's the actual code. So yeah, knock yourselves out with that one if you do want to come here for whatever reason. But yeah, like I say, buying the myth beacon and coming here like in another save. So I'll come back here in a second in permadeath, and we will be popping the actual myth beacon and seeing what it does in this area. I'm going to bet you that it does nothing. You know, this is pre-recorded, I'm talking over the top, so I know it does nothing. But there we go. Yeah, slightly cheating, but there we go. And yeah, so let's do that then. I'm going to put down a beacon here, I think, chums, just to mark where I am. But there we go, myth beacon. I've just activated it in this mode, just to show that nothing actually happens. But I've already claimed it in this mode anyway. But what a lovely little animation that is, that little ripple effect. And you do get to keep that myth beacon. So again, I don't understand why we need 1,000 of the dang things. I've still got it, even though I popped the frigate. So there we go. But here I am, back in perma mode, and I've just popped my myth beacon. Boom! And nothing actually happens. Nothing has been called in, people. So that's pretty odd, isn't it? Nothing at all. So yeah, there we are. So it doesn't actually work if you haven't got the mission selected. And the only way you're going to have the mission selected is if you're inside the actual expedition update. And you've got 8 days remaining on that. Now I have got a playlist out there that shows you how to do this super quick within about 2.5 hours. Yes, it's super quick. I managed to layer some of the missions. So while you're doing one, you're ambulantly doing another. And that also triggers a third. So I do it super quick, super duper quick. So 8 days is plenty. You know, a couple of hours is all you need to set aside to do this. It really is that simple. So yeah, let's fly on in. And now that the myth beacon is there, it's super duper easy. I mean, when I done it, I was sitting around for a couple of days. I went and upgraded my multi-tool, built a base, and all sorts of other shenanigans. You see that from the playlist. There's like 11 episodes in there, and like 5 of them are just, you know, waiting for stuff to happen and doing ambient stuff. Yeah. So that's how I even went and got all 16 glyphs because I thought maybe we might have to jump through a portal and go into another dimension and set up a beachhead. No, that didn't happen. Anyway, so the only way to get these items is to actually go into the second menu, not the Quicksilver menu, the other menu, where you can pick up all your expedition rewards, which means you have to complete the expedition. So if you've gone in and you've seen this new Quicksilver item appear, oh, myth beacon, I'd get that and I can go get my frigate. It's not going to work unless you complete the expedition. I can't drive that home enough. That is the big solid takeaway tip of this full episode. And I've done a whole episode just on that really, but I'm also showing you how to get all these things unlocked in other saves. You just go in, you talk to the Quicksilver agent, and you go through and collect some of these. Now some of these, when you collect them, it's going to throw you out of the menu. When you collect like the frigate or the vector ship, it's going to ask you if you want to swap your other ship or make room for the other ship or whatever, and it may throw you out of the menu. And you have to then go back in again and pick up the other bits and bobs. And yeah, make sure you've gone through all the tabs, because there's a couple of tabs and there's the little white pidgets over the side. Make sure you go through all of those. Lovely job. Here you go. I'm just claiming the vector, and when I compare it and claim it, it's going to throw me out the menu. Then I have to go back into the menu to continue on collecting the things. If you get thrown out of the menu, just make sure you go back in and collect the stuff. Basically is what I'm trying to put across there. So here we go. Accept a Mondo. See, I'm out of the menu. Now I'm going to go back in, and it's expedition rewards. Now some of you may have a third menu there, I think, for Twitch rewards. Now I didn't pick up any Twitch rewards, and for this last expedition there wasn't any either. But yeah, there we go, all done. Now apparently, if you have got some sort of, your inventory is full and it's not letting you progress any further, some people say going in there and collecting and redeeming everything from a previous, and then going back in again and trying again to pop your phase 2 or phase 3, whichever's stuck, should fix it. Another thing I've been asked is, who mans your new frigate? Normally you get a holographic projection of one of the races, Korvax, Viking, Gek, on this screen here. You don't. You're just interfacing with a VI interface, some sort of virtual intelligence, which is pretty darn cool. You can inspect the frigate like you can other frigates, but yeah, there's no sort of holographic projection of an entity that flies the ship, which is pretty gnarly. Anyhow, so that's everything I've got for you people out there in viewer land. I hope you've enjoyed this video, but yes, if you are experiencing problems, I don't think I can help you outside of this video really, because I haven't actually experienced them myself. So you may have to approach the Zen Desk. People out there in the world, I put it in the video description. You can hit it up. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. I want to say a massive, great big thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And thank you to my backers over on Patreon and on YouTube membership. If you do want to support this channel, you could just not skip my adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or stay with Captain Steve a little bit longer and hit something on this screen. Heck yes, and there's also merch on this screen now. Awesome!